Life has been lifing. Nobody told me 28 was gonna be like this. And people talk about being in your 20s. They talk about 21, 23, 25, 27, and then 30. There's nothing between 27 and 30. 28 is punching me, like whooping my ass right now. I feel like I am being stripped of any identity that I thought I had, or any idea of myself that I thought I had. Like the things that I tied myself to, the ideas that I had about myself, my perception of myself, people, places, and things that I had surrounded myself with that I thought were a part of my identity, gone. Between 27 and 28, like, what's tea? What's tea? Okay. Hey y'all, what's good? What's poppin'? What's happening? If you're new, my name is Joy. If you're returning, you already know what it is. Thank you for rocking with your girl. I'm outside recording, filming. No mount, no nothing. Just yapping. I'm not sure what to title this video. Like 20-somethings being 28. Where you're going through is not permanent. It's a transition, and that has been. Don't mind Oakland being Oakland in the background. But I have been going through some very transformative, transitioning periods in my life. From the time I moved back from Florida, life has literally been lifing in every way possible. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just the matter of like processing it, how you're gonna go about it, dealing with things in the moment, really just navigating your 20s. Like, I don't know. I'm currently at a place in my life where I feel like I don't have any guidance, right? And I feel like my parents taught me what they thought I needed to know and or what would help me, but like I don't have any guidance for being in my 20s, right? I wish I had an older sister, or I don't know. Like, I'm the oldest, right, in terms of like my cousins, and then I have an older brother, and I feel like having a sibling that's a boy, like I don't know, like I feel like they just be doing whatever, and my brother just be doing whatever. So, and then I like grew up moderately spoiled, so there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like the navigation, the guidance that I need right now, 333 as I look at the time, like I feel like I'm having to guide myself in my 20s. And I think a lot of times parents think that their job is done once their child hits 18 or 21, and that's not the case. And my mom had me at 21, so her parenting style, or she didn't get to experience her 20s the same way that I'm experiencing my 20s right now. I'm 28, no kids. My mama, I was 7 by the time she was 28. So your life is very different. Navigating that is very different. And in your 20s, like, you're supposed to live your life, have fun. Like, I tell people all the time, like, your 20s are your time to fuck up, right? The other thing about your 20s is that you're constantly changing, evolving, and growing. This is the time to fuck up, and this is also the time to like be a little wild. Like, when people find out that I moved out of state twice, they're like, oh my god, how could you do that? Oh my god, I can't believe you did that. And then I'm applying for jobs, and they're like, so where are you? Are you here or are you there? So where are you from? Where did you live? Why did you move? Why did you leave? And it's like, because I'm in my 20s. Like, that's why I left. That's why I moved. Like, my mom won't admit it, but she kicked me out the house. So I usually don't say that part most of the time, but depending on who I'm talking to. But it's like, you're literally in your 20s. Like, this is your time to figure out what you like, what you don't like, where you want to be at, who you want to be around, have fun, explore. So yeah, I went to Atlanta to prove to myself that I could move to Atlanta, that I could move out of state by myself, and did. Moved back home, stacked up again, moved to Florida. And I've learned so much through just moving, right? When I moved to Atlanta, I had to teach. It was to prove to myself that I could go. Like, I could leave, I could stack up, I could get up out of here. I feel like I outgrew my environment. I outgrew the Bay Area. And I feel like I didn't have no support. Like, my friends was all doing their own thing. And then I hate when people are like, oh, you don't call me, you don't text me, we don't kick it, 555. And it's like, girl, when I do call you, when I do text you, you with that man. You're with that man. You're with that boy. Or you have a reason why you can't kick it. So why would I keep calling you to kick it? And every time I call you to kick it, you don't want to kick it. Girl. So, yeah, I got up out of here. Went to Florida. Florida taught me so many lessons that I feel like me and my roommate at the time, we had met each other at the right time. I think I learned my lesson as to why I moved to Florida, what I was supposed to learn in Florida, and why I left, right? And I have a previous video as to like my experience in Florida, different things like that. And I'm trying to navigate at this current moment, creating the life that I had in Florida back home, because I was structured, I was routine, I was disciplined in Florida. I didn't play no games, and I feel like now I'm on bullshit, and I don't like being on bullshit, because then you start doing dumb shit. You doing shit you don't got no business fucking doing. And currently being 28, I had already made the decision that my mom was just my mom, and she's a girl too, and she's her own person, and she's living and learning as well. I learned this some years ago, and I taught myself this some years ago. But now at 28, I'm at a place where, like, she's my mom and not my homegirl. And with that, like, I'm trying to navigate how I want to show up as a daughter, as an aunt, as a family member, navigating boundaries, speaking up for myself. Like, recently me and my mom had got into it. We didn't get into it, but I was upset at her about something, and she was like, you need to tell people that you're upset at them. Well, when I text you how I felt, I thought that implied I was upset. And then so recently I was talking to a homegirl, and she was like, Scorpios use sex against people. And I agreed, but I disagreed. Like, I agreed to disagree, right? And then later on I thought about it, I was like, damn, I low-key do that, right? So then I'm thinking later, and I'm like, I hold everything against people. Usually what they say and not what they do, maybe a combination of both, depending on who it is. But I hold a lot of stuff against people, like, subconsciously, in a way that they don't know that I'm keeping score, but like subconsciously I'm keeping score, and it's not intentional, right? So something I want to work on, something I don't want to do, because that's not fair to other people. And then when me and my mom, when I was mad at my mom, she had called me or whatever, and then by the time we talked, she was like, I had told her she had like a 72-hour time frame. She was like, you don't get to have a time frame on people. Yes, the fuck I do. Everybody's on a time frame, babes. You need to reach out within a certain amount of time frame. You need to reach out while I'm upset, because once I'm no longer upset, you really got me fucked up. And then I was reading something, and it was like, oh, like, I don't know if it was like Scorpios hold a grudge. I hate to make everything about astrology, but like, anyway. And I don't necessarily want to hold a grudge against people, but I think it's very subconscious behavior of me to hold a grudge. And then I'm realizing that there's still childhood triggers that are coming to light right now in my life, and how I need to go about it, how I'm going to navigate it, how I'm going to show up. and what I'm gonna do. So being 28 is different. This is a really different year. Like, especially everything that happened in 2025, how 26 is currently going. Me in a not healthy relationship dynamic last year, losing friendships, not being friends with certain people I thought would always be in my life, getting fired from my job super randomly because I didn't feel good, and then also speaking into existence that I want to be self-employed but not preparing to be self-employed. So yeah, that's all for today, folks. Just a 28 black girl, introverted, self-employed. I also need to stop saying that I'm shy, because I'm not shy. And I have said this to 2 people that I know, and they're like, you're fake shy, you're not really shy. And I'm not shy, but I'm very reserved, and I'm super chill, I'm super laid back, and I just don't necessarily like people. I don't really like bullshit. I don't like small talk. Like, tell me what you want, tell me what you want to do, and we'll go from there. I'm not somebody that takes long to make decisions. Like, I'm not super picky about a lot of stuff. And I think I'm the type of person, like, for a lot of things, I know very well what I want. So it's like, this isn't a difficult decision for me to make. Anyways, thank y'all for watching, listening. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.